Hi y'all. So, coming at you from my current place of living for the next month. Um, Here's all the stuff from my apartment piled up. Um, yep, all fits right in this little room. So, today I wanted to talk about dysphoria related to sex. It's something that, I don't know, I've wanted to talk about for a while, but kind of was hesitant about, and but you know what? It's a reality, and so I'm going to talk about it. So, for me, the worst of my dysphoria related to like the lower half of my body is mostly in a sexual circumstance. I don't really care that much if I stand to pee or not. It's not a pressing desire or anything like that. I'm fine with a packer. All that's great. But when it comes to being intimate, that's when I get the most amount of dysphoria. And I mean, it's something I've been working on for my entire relationship with Natasha. And really just trying to get out of my own head and enjoy the experience. But it's just not enough anymore. I really do feel that lack of upbeatness when I'm trying to have sex, because for me, that in my brain, that seems like the right thing that should be there, that should be happening, and it's not. And it's frustrating because, I mean, it's not that sex is not enjoyable, it's just a lot more difficult for me to be completely in the moment because I have to think about it too much. And then I'm very, very aware of what's happening. And I don't know, sometimes I just feel very, very feminine when we're having sex, which is weird to explain, but just the fact that, like, you know, obviously I have a female body, it's hard not to feel feminine when my body's exposed. Um, so, Natasha and I decided, hey, let's, try and mix things up a little. So, I forgot to take it out. Hi, John. We kind of researched some things, and alright, ow. I don't know if any of y'all have heard of the Real Dough. Hi, John. There's Johnny. Oops. If any of you have heard of the Real Dough strapless strap-on, I think that's what it's called. Anyway, warning, I'm going to show you a penis. There's Guinness. This is what it looks like. This part is supposed to go inside me, right? We thought, okay, it's only about $115, I think I paid for it. So we're like, all right, that's cheaper than what I really, really wanted was the Bono from Transthetics, but that's like $300. So we were like, let's go with the lower price range. And we bought this, or I bought this, and you know, this is gonna get very intimate. If you know me in real life, I'm sorry. I could not get this inside of me. I couldn't. It hurt, and it just didn't. I couldn't do it. I guess nothing's been up there for quite a while because I haven't had my period in like 9 months. So that just was not happening, and so kind of back to square one with wanting to find something. Anyway, but so this I had I think I was weighing too heavily on having this work. And so when I couldn't get it to work, I couldn't get it inside of me, I was like, oh my God, like, why does this have to happen? And I had like a pretty serious bout of like dysphoria in that moment. And you guys know I don't really cry anymore. I've had a lot of trouble, with feelings. Johnny, leave the window alone. With, actually being able to cry. I feel like I want to cry, nothing happens. But, I mean, let me tell you guys, I was just sobbing. I was beside myself because it was just so frustrating to me that I have to have this problem. Like, why is this even a problem that we have to have? I want to just be like a normal couple. I not have this kind of problem, because to me, the problem is fully my body. It's not like a communication thing. It's not anything like that. It's just I don't feel right, and that is like the number one problem. I don't have the right parts that I want. And I mean, I have not cried like that in a very long time. I mean, like, crying. Because I just felt very, like, hopeless in the moment of, like, this doesn't work, then what's going to happen? Like, it's just going to keep being a really difficult process for me. And we're both very sexual people, and we both really enjoy sex. And for me to think, like, oh my God, it's going to just be really hard for me for, like, ever, was very disheartening. And so that was probably one of the worst moments of dysphoria for me that I've had almost this entire time that I've been transitioning. And so, I don't know, I just felt like talking about it because I feel like other people might have experienced the same things, some of you that watch. I don't know, it's just really hard. It's hard, and because for me, like, dysphoria with my chest is really just like a social thing, in a way. It's not that I'm uncomfortable with them. It's not that I look at them and I'm like, oh my God, I don't like them. But it's more like, to me, having top surgery is going to free me of, like, the social anxiety of my chest and having to bind and all that stuff. And for me, it's more like a social thing. I don't have a problem with my chest sexually at all. That's not a problem. I don't care. They're there, and it is what it is. It's not like makes me feel bad in an intimate circumstance. It's more like a social bad. And then for bottom dysphoria, mostly related to sex, is really just an intimacy thing. I don't feel, not that I don't feel safe, because I feel completely safe with her. It's that I don't feel right in my skin, and it's harder to be intimate, fully, mentally, everything there, the way it is now. And I know that, like, I don't know, bottom surgery is something I feel like I'm going to want in, like, 10 years. I don't know. It's not something I want right now. It's not pressing enough. I think that finding the right thing that will alleviate the dysphoria is what I'm going to search for. I really am pretty sure I'm going to buy the Bono. The sales are closed right now, but they open on May 8th. I put it in my calendar, and I don't care about the price. It's going to be worth it. I watch Chase Ross a lot, and he has very positive things to say about it, and it sounds like a lot of his dysphoria is the same as mine, the way that it manifests for him. So I will maybe talk about that when I get it or something. But yeah, I mean, if you know anybody that wants this, I'm trying to get rid of it, and I don't want to just keep it around. I'm not ever going to use it, so if you know somebody who wants something like this, or you yourself want something like this, we can talk about it. I'll give it to you for a reduced price. Otherwise, it's just going to sit around in a box. So, anyway, that's enough for today, I guess. Hope that you guys are having a great week, and I'll talk to you next time.